After taking a 2-0 series lead last episode, the Nashville Sound have a chance to wrap up the perfect playoff run today with a 4-0 sweep. We've got 2 games on the road in Climate Pledge Arena, getting things started with some good defense there. Augustine with it finds Sidney Lowry. Good closeout from Daniels, but Lowry hits the 3 all the same. Daniels trying to answer it back, but he's too strong. Hope with it finds Lowry again. Coming off another screen. This 3 won't fall, but Francis Mullins on the offensive board gets fouled, earning himself a pair of free throws. The first falls as the second does as well. 5-0 lead here early for Nashville. Patrick Baldwin, great look for Seattle. And he puts Seattle on the board here. Malachi coming off a screen. We're getting a lot of good open jumpers off the screen to start this one out. Looking for it again here for Lowry. This time it's inside the 3-point line, but another make. Baldwin kind of got lost there on the defense. Nobody on it. Buries the long ball. Pass inside to Ernest Augustine. Somehow finds some space between those 2 Sonics defenders to lay that one in. A Kongu shot is sent back here by Ernest Augustine. Nashville running in transition, and what is that take by Lamond Powers? As much as I, for the most part, like that the team has ramped up the pace here near 6 and there's a lot more in transition, I don't like the fact that sometimes it feels like we take the fast break shot for the sake of taking it, you know? If you're not going to get a better shot in the fast break than you are going to get in the half break offense, then what's the point of taking the shot in the fast break? Just settle down and we'll find a better shot later in the shot clock. 17-8 is the Nashville lead with Jordan Hawkins. Splashes home a 3 to make it 17-11. Malachi trying to drive towards the baseline, drives a little too far. Steps over the line. Baldwin with it on the wing. Shot clock winding down. Gets a screen, but a nice contest on the switch by Ernest Augustine. Lowry driving inside on Jordan Hawkins. Floats it in. Taking a good advantage of the size mismatch. Daniels. Good defense there by Lamond Powers. Lowry running it the other way. Finds Lamond. That's a much better shot in the transition. Just didn't fall for us. Deep long ball by Cat, and it goes right down the barrel. Pick and roll. Sidney Lowry stops and pops from the mid-range, and he has been very good here in the first quarter. Already 12 points on 6 shots. Jenkins, I think I was calling him by a different name last episode, but his name is Jenkins. Missed that jumper. Now it's Lowry driving to the rim. I love how aggressive he's been in this quarter. Hawkins left way too much space, and that will force a Nashville timeout. Powers gets a screen. Barrett goes under it, and that leaves Lamond room to fire in 3 points. Davidson on the defense here, playing well. Kick out to Barrett for a missed 3. Davidson recently checked in the game, gets a screen from Powers and scores off of it. 12-point lead for Nashville. Back down to single digits with the Jenkins corner 3. Bowman just threw it right to Hawkins there. Not a great pass, although nobody was really looking to get open there and help him out. Lowry blocks the jump shot on the other end. Now he's taking a deep 3. And when you're that deep and it's contested, you're rarely going to find a make. Barrett missed the three, and Cat will be called for the loose ball foul off of it. Stevens to Powers, another deep three. That one finds its way home. Seen some deep threes here in this one. Murray, reverse slam off the baseline drive. That was a nice play. Davidson off the catch. Answers with a three. Step back for Barrett. He's defended by Sidney Lowry. He shuts him down. Passing around the horn leads to a missed Murray three. Lowry with his patented end of quarter move, dribbling right into the defender. Going to result in a last second basket by Seattle when we were primed to take the last shot of the quarter. Something that we've seen many times throughout this series. When Sid can't get an opening on the last seconds of a quarter, he usually just turns it right over by dribbling it into his defender. Good defense by Pope there to force the Jenkins miss. Feeding Mullins on the inside for the two-handed slam. Mullins now with the steal. Here he's going to find Malachi with plenty of space. I mean, he probably could have made himself sandwiched back there before he had to shoot. That's how much space was created by that Moody screen. Pick and roll, top of the key for Pope. Spinning shot is off the mark. Up top, just missed time there for Seattle. Nashville running the other way, finding Bowman inside for two. Pick and roll, top of the key. Wide open in the corner is Dyson Daniels, but it's a no-go from the corner. Moses Moody fires off the screen. He continues to be very efficient in these playoffs after not the greatest first round, honestly, but he's been awesome since. Nashville up 22 points here already. Just a few minutes here into the third, and they're going to make that not 24 quite yet. A Bowman on his second chance. Makes it 50-26, nearly doubling up the Sonics. Quite the contrast from last episode, now officially doubling them up. As Seattle was actually giving us more problem than any other team had so far in these playoffs last episode, but Nashville took this game over early, getting 20-point lead very quickly. Daniels with a wild shot to get Seattle up above 30 points. One of the wilder baseline shots we've seen in the series, if not the most. But, I mean, this quarter started with an 11-point difference, and within 3.5 minutes, it was up to a 26-point game. That's the kind of run we've seen this team go on time and time and time again in this playoff run. Lead now sits at 28 already. Going just the makes here. I'm not going to be doing any sim casting in this episode. Mostly because if we win both these games, this will be the last time we really watch any full games from these teams. So I want to get the full experience, even if this game continues as it is right now. 30 points in the first quarter. In the first half, excuse me. 30-point lead in the first quarter would be even more insane. That three by Sidney Lowry makes it 70 first half points by Nashville. For the Dyson Daniel answer. Lowry not able to quite square up, though, even though he had plenty of time to, but Mullins allows us to get a second chance. Daniels again firing top of the key. He's been failing it from deep. And Seattle actually starting to come up with some offense, just a little bit too little, too late. And with us being up 30 at the half, we're going to transition from watching just the makes to just the Nashville makes here in the second half. This game is well in hand. And feels like this team kind of knew that this might be the last time we get to see them play full games, and they've been performing like it, trying to show us their very best here in Game 3. Coming on the road and doing this to somebody is just embarrassing for the opposing team. I mean, I'm surprised this stadium's still packed. Does 2K have, half empty stadiums? I don't think I've ever seen one. It might not. Malachi strokes in that 3, making it 92-59. Fast break here. And Davidson pours in 3 more. Under 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. We've got another fast break. This time Bowman on the baseline. Gets that mid-range shot. Acrobatic finish from Lamond on the pick and roll. It's him. A 3-point opportunity. Nashville leads by 39 here as we get to the close of the third quarter, and that officially puts us up into the 40s. A mini run here by Seattle. Davidson, nice little floater in that in-between range. Francis Mullins comes to set the screen for Malachi. He gets the ball on the roll and easily able to finish, being guarded by a point guard. Mullins, another score here, puts Nashville at 109. Malachi with it. We're seeing more pick and roll from this dynamic Duke duo, and this time it's Malachi who pours in the points. Mullins fed on the inside, and despite some traffic, they're able to slam it in. Mullins with it again. Seeing a lot of the Mullins and Pope 2-man game here, and it's just very difficult to stop. This time it's Moody and Mullins. Double screen for Phil Bowman. Finds a wide open man. It's Malachi Pope. 121 here. Still several minutes left in this game. Ernest Augustine, good look. And we're a 3-pointer away from hitting 130. Something that's not nearly as common in this new slider set that we have. But there you have it. Nashville gonna be putting up 133 points in this game. 3 blowouts. Just absolute two-way dominance in this one. Also keeping Seattle under 100 points in this game. And Nashville, really, it's been a while since I feel like we've seen the team play that well from the jump. Usually there's at least a quarter or two where the other team's in this game, but Nashville really took this one from the start. Francis Mullins is your player of the game. No surprise, he was awesome on the boards, awesome on both offense and defense today. And a big reason why, probably maybe even the biggest reason why, our defense has been so good in this playoff run. So this will be a 3-0 Nashville lead here in the finals. Barrett did end up dropping 30 on us. Lowry led us in scoring, but a 20-20 for Francis Mullins. 23 and 16 assists for Malachi Pope. That Duke duo is truly dynamic, earning their nickname, both with excellent games. So let's now hop into Game 4. A win here means a perfect playoff run and our second consecutive NBA championship. And as much as I would love to, hoist the Larry O'Brien in front of the Nashville crowd, this isn't the season to do it. That would have been last season. This season, you got a perfect playoff run on the line with this game. So we got to come out and grab the victory. In transition, Powers passes it to Pope, but he gives it right back, saying just take the shots. And it works out for us. Daniels from beyond the arc. Splashes home a 3. Nice cut there on the baseline by Francis Mullins, and Powers hits him right on the money. Baldwin hounded by Powers, but he's fouled on the shot attempt with the shot clock winding down. Baldwin's first free throw is good. We've played Baldwin in both of the playoff runs since we traded him for Lamont Powers. He's definitely been a lot more impactful here as a member of the Sonics than he was with the Pacers. Hand off here to Malachi. He's going up top, and oh my, what an alley-oop. Just an excellent display of athleticism from Sid the Kid. Baldwin has a good look, but missed it. And finding Ernest Augustine running the court. Excellent feed. And the easy slam. Gordon Hawkins misses from beyond the arc, and Mullins just throws it in between two Nashville guys. Not sure if he expected Sidney Lowry to stop or Malachi Pope to keep going, but just a miscommunication there on the outlet pass. Mullins, nice job hitting him on the move by Malachi. Gets him an N1, which he does complete. Hawkins stops and pops from the elbow for 2. Nice feed by Mullins. Running a little bit of a slip screen there. Off ball from Malachi Pope. Baldwin left all alone from 3, but it's off the mark. Nashville is running. Lowry pulls up for 2 and misses. Baldwin, pump fake. He got Powers to bite in a big way on that one. Leads to a wide open jump shot for Dyson. Lowry, deep 3 off screen, splashes in it. Makes it 18-11 in favor of Nashville as we're just over halfway through the first. Daniels misses from beyond the arc. Mullins from the corner drives to the basket. A strong take will earn him a trip to the free throw line for a 3-point play. This time, though, he cannot get that extra point. Cats with Powers all over him. Missed that mid-range jump shot. Now Lowry with a strong take over Daniels. His drives have been pretty strong in this episode, and you gotta love to see it. Hawkins finds some space off the screen there for 3. Lowry again on the inside. This time he dumps it off to Mullins. Missed his first shot, but he got another. Nashville leads by 10. Stolen away by Sidney Lowry. He's not finding Lamont Powers wide open. Instead got his shot blocked, but luckily his teammate Francis Mullins was there to correct the error. That was a terrible read by Sidney Lowry on the fast break. Davidson from the corner. Almost got by his man, but we do eventually find a wide open shot in the corner after a missed steal attempt by Seattle. Jenkins top of the key, trying to go inside for Hawkins. It was tipped away, but it ultimately finds its way into his hands for 2. Step back jumper, all the space you need for Lowry, but you can't make them all. Barrett, top of the key off the catch. Couple bounces off the rim and out. In transition, Davidson for 3. Bang! What a shot there. Just created a little space with the dribble. Davidson running another fast break here. Finding Lowry inside. Tough angle on that baseline jumper, and it's gonna be a miss. Not loving Sidney Lowry's fast break decision making so far. Davidson almost sauced up Jenkins, but he's ultimately going to get his stolen. Isaiah Joe inside to Murray. Fadeaway shot is going to be a miss. Lowry Much better take in transition this time around. Can't quite get the basket to fall, but he earns a pair of free throws. And he hits both of them. So 35-21 the score. One more shot left here for Seattle. Into the corner for Jenkins. Splashes home a three. So we had an 11-point lead at the end of one in game 3. And after a miss here on the full court heave from Lowry, it'll be an 11-point lead after one in game 4. Jenkins, some fancy moves, all to miss a point-blank jump shot. Nashville running the other way. And Poe finishes off glass. Daniels gets some space off the screen and finishes off with a three-pointer. Bowman finds the cutting Mullins for the answer. And Barrett drives in on Moses Moody and hits a tough layup. Now he's left all the way wide open. Moses Moody trying to cheat towards the pick and roll, and he got caught cheating. Oh, playing aggressive on the inside and finishing over Jenkins. Darty. Nice feed gets him a basket. Step back three for Mullins. That one's off. Barrett gets a screen, finds Darty. This time, though, he's going to miss the point-blank shot. Some solid defense inside. Off the screen, Moses Moody left open, but he can't make it count. Once again, cheating towards the pick and roll. I wish we'd stop doing that, because we're just giving Seattle wide open threes. They're not even hard reads to make. We're cheating way before the pick has even come. Moody no good on another three-point attempt. Jenkins, tough three-point look there. Hand off to Malachi. Whips it to Bowman for three. Did not have a ton of space, but he's an excellent shooter, so he doesn't need all that much. Daniels trying to find some room, but Davidson staying right in front of him. And it's going to be a miss. Bounce pass to Pope. Playing that in-between range. Finds his college teammate, Francis Mullins, on the interior. Murray in the pose. Driving baseline, but Bowman using that solid 240-pound frame to force him out of bounds. Malachi needs to come up with something. We do find Lowry in the corner. Deja vu that we got a very similar shot earlier with a missed steal attempt. Baldwin, three-pointer falls. An 11-point game. So far, Seattle has kept right with us in this second quarter. Hawkins going to miss that three. In transition, we find Moses Moody inside, pump fakes, and finishes. Cat with it in the high post. He's got Baldwin with a decent look, but he missed it. Pick and roll. Mullins can't finish through the contact, but he will get to the line. Free throw misses, his second missed free throw today, but his second free throw of this trip falls. Hawkins defended by Pope. Shot clock at 1, just forced to put up a garbage shot. A shot by Pope to stick right on him. Going up tough for Lamont in transition, but I don't think he was expecting it. Baldwin scores over Pope. Pick and roll. Seattle goes under, and Malachi makes him pay. On the wing, Dyson Daniels defended by Powers. Feet inside. Both guys got caught defending Cats. And a Kongwu. Then an easy slam. Spinning is Lowry, and that gives him the space for the basket. Double screen coming for Hawkins. Dangerous shooter, finds space and hits it from the mid-range. Lowry gets a double screen of his own off ball, but can't get quite as good of a look. Inside is Okongwu. He's defended by Augustine. Flips it to Hawkins, who floats it up and in. Still an 11-point game, under a minute left in the quarter. Lowry sifting through traffic and drilling the jump shot. On the wing, it's Hawkins. Goes to Patrick Baldwin. Top of the key. Hits a three right in the eye of Lamont Powers. Closeout was great, but it won't matter. Pope will take the last shot of the half. It's off the mark. And so Seattle would end up winning the second quarter, actually, by a point. And we've got ourselves what could potentially be a ball game heading into the half here in game 4. Hawkins with 13, Baldwin with 10 to lead Seattle here. Solid half from both of those guys. Sidney Lowry leads us at the half with 19. 14 and 9 for Mullins, almost a double-double. Also almost a double-double for Malachi Pope with 11 points and 8 assists. Our big three has been good. And if they're good here again in the second half, you got to imagine we'll close this one out with relative ease. Going to start things with a defensive stop here in the second half, but Lowry just dribbles the ball right onto Dyson Daniels' feet. Daniels later on in that possession gets an open three-point shot, but he missed it. Powers in transition, overpowering Jordan Hawkins in the fast break. Daniels, no good on another three. And what a cross-court pass by Lamont Powers, and it's going to lead to the Sidney Lowry slam. I mean, that pass was perfect. And what that finish was as well. Excellent transition play, my goodness. Lamont gets it to Malachi. Floater falls. Nashville now up by 16. Baldwin whips it to Daniels. He has to put something up. Sidney Lowry was right there in his face. Oh, to Mullins, step through shot is off. That shot almost never falls in 2K. Cats defended by Powers in the post. He went for the steal, but still gets the stop. Like what I'm seeing from Lamont here. Lowry drills that three-pointer off the catch, and now Nashville has built a 19-point lead. Lamont with the steal. Running the court, Ernest Augustine is wide open, and just like that, it's a 20-point lead in a matter of 4 minutes. We've doubled our lead here, so we'll go back to just the makes. And Malachi gets a very good three-point look there, and Baldwin responds. Malachi again from beyond the arc. You can't be leaving this guy that much space. But then again, you can't really leave that many players on this team with very much space at all, and it's hard to guard everyone. Malachi catches Seattle going under a screen. Jenkins defended by Pope. Finds a wide open Baldwin on the wing for three. Daniels driving in on Christian Davidson. Tough layup is good. Screen by Powers. He fades off of it and finds himself a three-pointer. Daniels left alone in the corner. Makes us pay. Malachi, tough lefty shot there. You love to see it. Murray, defended by Bowman, spinning baseline, and he's made a couple of nice plays in the post for Seattle. Under 3 minutes remain in the third. Still an 18-point game, but Daniels makes a 15 with that three. Daniels again, this time getting a double. Don't know if we need to be doubling anybody here, but we'll get Okongwu a basket. Moody open from beyond the arc. Puts it back to 16. Now we're double teaming Patrick Baldwin. Can we just stop with the double teams? You know, I gotta get one more double team complaint here in the series. I haven't done it nearly enough. Stolen by Davidson, nearly back to Seattle there, but we do retain possession and find Moses Moody in the transition. Moody. 2 powers. Decides not to shoot, but he will now. And he goes off glass. Seattle gets one more shot here in the third. It's going to be a brick. And so 93-76. The Nashville Sound are 1 quarter away from their second consecutive NBA championship. Let's see how it plays out. Bowman. No good for 3. I don't know how that miss made it here through my editing, but hey, it is what it is. And there's a block on the other end. That one was intentional. 0 for 3. Makes it a 20-point lead once more. Jenkins. Nice job finding the wide open man on the pick and pop. I mean, no one was in Daniel's area code there. From the corner, I mean, Moses Moody. Not even looking at that one go down. Mullins. Another Nashville 3. 102-80. Darty. Nice finish through contact on the inside. Bowman committing the foul there, and Darty makes the free throw attempt count. Hope from the wing. I mean, how many times have we seen that play work for us in this franchise? I mean, it is one of the staples for sure. Baldwin, top of the key, drills the 3. Murray in the post. Nice shot there. He's kind of been an underrated post player throughout this entire series. Not somebody that you expect to do a lot of damage from there, but he has been pretty good. Sending the double for Baldwin leaves Barrett wide open. Seattle kind of hanging around here, not able to make any big time run, but haven't allowed us to really build upon that 20-point lead at all. About halfway through the fourth now. 16 points is the Nashville lead, and Barrett cuts it to 14 with that mid-range shot. Malachi from the wing again and hits another 3. Hawkins with it, finding a cutting Barrett, and he slams it home. A cut here from Nashville on the other end. This time, Sidney Lowry, the recipient. Feels like he hasn't been as involved in the second half, but he hasn't truly needed to. Here's Lowry getting the play run for him once more. Wide open 3, and it's right down the barrel. Baldwin gets the double team. Hawkins, wide open corner 3. I mean, Baldwin's been good, but he's a catch and shoot player. Why are you doubling a catch and shoot player? He's not a threat off the dribble. It makes no sense, dude. I would love for the next 2K to have improved doubling logic, because it's just poor, man. You don't double a catch and shoot guy. You just deny him the ball if you can. Cutting is Malachi. Finishes through the Okongwu foul. And this free throw give us a 20-point lead back. 2.5 remaining. This one, if it wasn't already, is officially over. Lowry. It's that 3 there, and that's going to be the last basket we see before the Nashville Sound officially win back-to-back NBA championships with a sweep of the Seattle Sonics. and we have completed the perfect playoff run, 16-0, blowing out pretty much every opponent the NBA could throw at us. This team, its two-way prowess just was too much for anyone to handle. We had a defense that could just turn it on at any point in a game, and when we decided to do that, we could just end games well before the 48 minutes expired. Saw it happen time and time again at our Nashville Sound, our champions once more. And once again, we got this dumb visual glitch here with Karl Anthony Towns this time, enjoying the trophy with the boys. I was hoping maybe the fact that we were facing off against another expansion team would make the glitch not happen. I don't know why I was hoping that, but I was hoping. But even though Towns is out here with the Finals MVP trophy in his hands for some reason, great vibes all around here in the Nashville Sound series. What a playoff run it was, and what a final episode before our long-term sim it was. Dyson Daniels, Patrick Baldwin, Philip Barrett all dropping 20 for Seattle in this one, but Malachi Pope, 38 points and 17 assists. Why he played 46 minutes in this game, I don't know. I mean, it wasn't ever over until the very end, so I guess I can see for that, but 46 minutes is just a little too much, especially because I literally have him scheduled for 36. So I don't know how he got those 10 extra minutes. I'm not complaining though. I love watching Malachi play basketball, especially this season. It was just a pleasure to watch, and honestly thought in a lot of these games he was our best player. And he does win Finals MVP here, averaging 30 points and 15 assists per game in the finals. I mean, he's also averaging well into the 40s in the minutes for some reason. Coach liked to keep him out there more than he was scheduled to, but hey, when you're getting production like that, it's hard to fault him. So, as I kind of talked about a few episodes ago, this is the final season before our long-term sim. And so that means with us winning the championship this episode, this is our final episode before the long-term sim. And I just want to express my gratitude for all the awesome support I've gotten throughout this series. It's been an absolute awesome ride to see the growth of this team with you, and to have, all the comments giving me ideas as to lineups, as to who we should draft or trade, or this or that or the other. Truly an enjoyable experience. My favorite project we've ever done on this channel by a long shot, and to think that I almost didn't even start this project because we had just started a 2K23 draft only franchise. I started that very late in the 2K23 cycle, and I put it up to a poll whether or not I should just keep going with that series or start this one. Boy, am I glad that we started this series. It has truly been an awesome run, and despite the fact that I'm sad to see this one end, I think it's a good time to do it. This team has become truly dominant. I don't know if we need any further evidence of its dominance other than a long-term sim. So I'm excited to see just how these careers shape out in the end. Mullins and Pope and Lowry specifically. Want to see kind of where they go, if they've already kind of reached their heights, or if they will find, later in their careers, maybe an extra gear they can get to. I feel like Malachi hasn't quite reached his ceiling yet. And Mullins, before this playoff run, had never really been a 20-point guy, and his rebounding was special in this playoff run. So maybe that's a sign of better things to come in his future as well. I do feel like, Lowry is who he is. But with Pope and Mullins, we might see maybe just one more gear that they can get to here. And so hope you're excited for the long-term simulation. We'll see how many championships we can add to the 2 that we won here in the first 6 seasons. Hopefully we can keep this team together for the long term as well. That's all I've got for this episode. And until the long-term sim, sound up.